Hello everybody, Ben here, and today I'm going to be reviewing this. A Bachmann N-Scale Plymouth diesel switcher or shunter for £20 at a train show a few years ago. The version I got was number 60051 NMBT Plymouth diesel locomotive Bethlehem steel. Starting on the roof of the model, you have these nicely moulded horns. While they aren't separately fitted, as they do go down to the cab of the locomotive at the end. They are pretty good looking, but they however are snapped off on one of the back ones, as that's my fault, not the actual model itself. On the sides of the model, you have these nice doors, which may be a bit more pronounced, but they are covered under layers of paint, but I might cover that later. But they do look pretty good. However, they are quite narrow, but maybe that's what the prototype is. But I don't know if that actually is accurate, or even if this model even has a prototype. Windows are decent, however they don't have any interior, as it's just blacked out because of the metal that's there. However, they are a lot bigger than they were before, as I've cut out some of the smaller windows to make one big part, but that's sort of different from the actual model to make it look more British. There also are a few moulded grills on the model, on this upright thing next to the cab, and on the sides of the bonnet, as well as these sort of extra sticky out parts on the end as well, which all do look quite nice. They would be once again a bit more pronounced, however I have covered them under layers of paint, and there is a big one at the front as well, one big grill there, which also has these nice handrails in it as well, which would be a bit far forward, but however that came off and I've made that a bit further back than it was originally. The model also has these nice moulding on the chassis as well, however they are highlighted with a Sharpie silver pen, and I think that looks quite good. Details like the steps and the springs. The body easily comes off this model and it just simply pulls off. This body is just simply a plastic piece, but then the chassis, which is very heavy, is all metal. However, it is a split chassis model, which is the reason why it is like that. It has a 3-pole motor which simply drives a whirl gear and has lots of gears there, which is just simply all-wheel pickup as well, which is pretty good, and has a light. So I guess it could be a bit better if it had a 5-pole motor, but for what I paid, it isn't too bad at all, and overall is pretty good. However, it has had a few services over its lifetime. However, with the body on, the loco for some reason does not want to work. I don't know why it does this. It's really strange, and even when you put another loco on, it doesn't move as well, unlike the other loco, which does actually move. However, when you take the body off, put it on the track again, and turn the power up on the controller, now it goes off. I'm guessing this is to do with the paint that I used, because that's sort of when it started to happen, but I don't really know. It does do a pretty good crawl though, judging by its age, because it's a split chassis model, and also it was a pre-owned model, so it could have had wasn't too well looked after before I had it. How old it is, I don't exactly know, but it's pretty decent crawl overall. The light also works pretty well, especially at high speeds, as you can see there. And then it definitely does pull well, because obviously all that chassis there you see is pretty much metal, so you can pull a very long train, probably more or similar to what it would do in real life as a switcher. Obviously it isn't sort of exactly a British prototype, as it is an American built locomotive because it's a Bachmann USA model, but it does look pretty good when running, especially with the light. However, it would look a lot better with the body on it. However, overall I'm plenty pleased with this model, and I don't think it looks too bad at all. Obviously, I don't think it's the best model in the world, but it's not the worst either, especially for the price of £28 that I paid from it. I'm very pleased from it. However, for the prices I have seen of it in eBay, some reason they're like £50 to £80, I'm guessing it's a pretty rare model, which is why I'm kind of glad to have it, which is pretty good. Hope you enjoyed this video by me. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below with some video ideas or feedback. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.